With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce.
They have an enthusiastic fan base that's gone completely nuts. The team plays an exciting brand of ball, and most of all, they are winning.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, outmuscling the defense. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Towns down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Doris with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Now here's Edwards. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Caruso, left side. Pass to Vucevic. Outside for Levine. It's blocked by Gobert.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Now here's Towns. Taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to DeRozan. Outside Levine. Now here's Ball to end the run. McDaniels with the rebound.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And here are the Bulls now. Looking for their first basket of the game. It's stolen away. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. That shot off. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm and just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Chicago.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
A phenomenal athlete. Ball's teammates love when he knifes inside and finishes with power.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And the three-pointer goes. McDaniels got 6 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Towns on a screen. Just 4 to shoot. No good on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Caruso with it. Left And it's Gobert picking him up to the middle. Here's Vucevic. It's good.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
Pass to Towns. Fires the three. Rebound by the Bulls. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Against this team last year, they took both games. A measuring stick of the median between conferences.
Now here's Gobert. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Misses from close range. Pass to Caruso. Back to Ball. Here's Levine. Over McDaniels. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over the back call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the court.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
And the foul on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Pass to Towns. Misses in close.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Beverley with it. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Here's DeRozan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. McDaniels can't hit. And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Here's Levine. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Zach LaVine entered the league as an elite athlete and with instincts to score the basketball. But what you love is this guy wants to contribute to winning, and you see that by his willingness to compete on the defensive end.
Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Started out strong for three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Inside. LaVine with it. Out to the wing. Here's Vucevic. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Edwards with it. Caruso covers. And obviously it's a long season. But Doris, you feel like reducing the amount of games would be a good thing?
I think no matter what, if you're talking about reducing the schedule, Brian, you're facing an uphill battle. The reason is easy. It would be a reduction in revenue. And who is the person willing to do that? I just think it's not something that's realistic.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Vucevic. Lets it fly. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Hits a three-pointer. McDaniels got 9 points.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Up top ball. Here's LaVine. The kick out to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Timberwolves with possession here. A 17-point lead, their biggest. From deep. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here they come. And here's Caruso outside. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. "16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Stolen by Caruso. Pass to ball. Outside, Williams. And here's Caruso outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota leading by 17 at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Now here's Reed. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Stolen by Caruso. And they're running. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, I like that mentality by LaVine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Chicago.
Well, Grant, one thing LaVine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for three. Nails it from three. McDaniels got 12.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And here is DeRozan. Back to ball. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, what a thing of beauty by DeMar DeRozan. His eyes are up. He locates his teammate. Just so pretty.
Edwards can't hit. Ball with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Edwards for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Offline with a three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Count that bucket.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Hits the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my. What a move on the baseline. Then the big-time finish there, B.A.
Incredible reverse. He had to go way up for that one.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Here's Beverly. Doesn't go that time. McDaniels with some nice D.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Lets the three fly. That one is off. And here are the Bulls now. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And stolen by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. Beyond the arc. The kick out to Edwards. Launches a three. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Free throw no good for Edwards.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
McDaniels from long range. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Minnesota ending the period up by a staggering.
The Timberwolves, 44.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with. Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Outside, Williams. Back to ball. Puts it up from the high post. And that one hits the back iron.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
It's Edwards on the wing. Misses the three. Outside, Levine. Over Edwards. Pass to Caruso. Ball outside. Clock at 6. Back to Caruso. And Gobert with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Well, Doris, courtside seats in basketball are hard to come by. Experiencing that proximity to the action is a rare treat. But with virtual reality now, anyone can.
Listen, BA, I'm all for technology, and I think that's cool. But let's be real. You give me a courtside seat where I can feel the action, where I can see all the minute details of everything that's transpiring in real time, I'll take that. One thing you have to respect is how efficient and consistent Cat is on the interior. This guy understands where his advantages lie.
Outside White. Pass to Terry. The Bulls need to get off a shot. From deep three-point range. And again, Chicago, no good. It's been all Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Chicago with the ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Pass to Levine. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Outside McDaniels. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And again, no good by Chicago. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Back to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Dominant on the boards. Karl Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
Here's Levine. Offline from the top of the key. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Edwards. Hey, Grant, you played on a Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, BA, I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players in the back end of their careers.
White with it. He's picked up by Conley. Back to White. Over Towns. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Pass to DeRozan. Up and over Conley. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's Edwards. 4-3. Misses there. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the...
No. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow-mo.
This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
Hey, they've been rolling, and I don't think that changes tonight. Looking at some of the individual matchups out there, they have the clear upper hand, and their play style is tough to beat.
Bogdanovich, that's good. You know, Grant, a positive trend in this league right now. Teams would rather risk losing a game than sacrifice a player's health.
Well, it's all about a player's health, BA, when it's all said and done. A player with minor injuries are usually held out now, sometimes even against their own will. A much different situation than when I was playing many years ago.
Now here's Cunningham. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. First quarter of play, a minute in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony. Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
He saw the pass coming a mile away, was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
Pass to Ivy. To the wing, right side. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
At 6'11", it's a short trip for Duren up to the rim, and the rookie powers it down with enthusiasm.
Now here's Towns. Last game, 26 points for him. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an All-Star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador. Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
Now here's Towns. And rejected. To the left side wing. Here's Ivy. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Bagley. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
Back to Towns. Goes back up. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Pass to Ivy. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves trail. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Up again. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Cunningham outside. And again, the Pistons missing.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
It's Edwards with a drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The Pistons leading. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. Here's Bagley. And Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Edwards. Towns for 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons ahead, up 3. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And he lays it up and in. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Well, we know how capable position. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the three because you can't make enough twos to win. It's tough to defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Out to Bagley. Three-pointer. Here's Bogdanovic. 5 to shoot. There's Cunningham with the three. Here's Bagley. Second shot opportunity. And that one drops for him. And the Pistons lead by 3.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Towns gets the bucket.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Pass to Wiseman. Here's Ivy. Out to Bagley. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
To the inside. And it's Wiseman missing.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Edwards with it. Checked by Bagley.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
Back to Wiseman. Pocket 4. There's Bogdanovic with the three. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Ivy. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And here's Cunningham to the middle. Here's Wiseman. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Minnesota in the lead.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Pass to Towns. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the two best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
This for the tie! Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Here's Conley. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Outside McDaniels. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Here's Joseph. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Screen by Wiseman. From the high post. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
So both teams making some changes here. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a 3-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
Screen by Wiseman. Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Here's Towns. That one goes in. Towns has got 15 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Wiseman. And here's Bogdanović. Cunningham outside. And again, the Pistons missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Pistons trailing. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanović showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns on a screen. 5 on the clock. Oh, a magnificent rejection. Detroit with the ball. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Outside Edwards. Oh, there's the alley. And stolen by Cunningham. Over McDaniels. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Now Edwards. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Shot clock at 6. It's McDaniels on the wing. Looking to get back on track. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to
22. Timberwolves. 29.
the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Detroit with the ball. They trail by 7. They set the screen. Here's Ivy. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Edwards for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in is... there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Pass to Towns. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Detroit with the ball. Outside Burks. Puts up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now Edwards. Towns on a screen. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Detroit with a rebound. Outside Burks. Pass to Ivy. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, PA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Minnesota calls timeout. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Burks.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
On the wing, Burks. Down low. Here's Duren. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
McDaniels from long range. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Ivy. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
No shortage of big games in Ivy's college career. Big time shot for him right there.
Pass to McDaniels. Fires for three. Offensive rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Conley. And here's Edwards outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Minute 32 left in the final quarter. Minnesota calls timeout. They're in front by 8. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And they double up Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Wiseman. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy.
Thinking I can make as many songs out of late when I haven't met her, but she only hit it on my Sarah better. If I say I love her, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I overzealous? But I know the feeling, and I'm never wrong. Swear that I've been gifted with a song in a minute. It's intoxicating. If way on you get it like that, we can do like anything you want. I'm amazing, letter to my lady. I just want a pleasure. Check my catalog. In this life, I come across fans and I like to give my fans a rose. Curse of the talented. Everywhere I go, they wanna change clothes and pose. But my wife be in my dreams, bruh. No, I couldn't see it. I saw a silhouette. I know I can. When I wake up alone, no, no, I just break out alone.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce.
sways me, Nick.
And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter.
They are firing on all cylinders right now. The guys seem to be playing for one another. As long as they maintain the selfless attitude, their success should continue.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Pick by Gobert. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. And that one's on target from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night. Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Greg.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
They can see the ball handling ability of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
Now here's Edwards. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Williams defending. Just 5 on the clock. Tipped. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Again, Oklahoma City.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And that one's good. Giddey.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The shot by Conley, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And there's the screen. Pass to Holmgren. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball.
The Timberwolves trail. Now Edwards. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. McDaniels from long range. Hits a three-pointer. McDaniels got 5 points.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Poke loose. Outside Conley. Fires from deep. No good there. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Left side Conley. Double team on Towns. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 11 points in the game. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Lets the three fly. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. He's got 13.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. His fingerprints.
The Timberwolves, 11. Ladies and gentlemen.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Dort grabs the miss. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander from the high post.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Up top, Edwards. All sorts of time. That shot, no good. Thunder with a lead. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Williams with the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Outside McDaniels. Takes the 3. And they recover it. Goes back up. The shot by Towns. No good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Shot from the wing. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, clearly an organization focused on the future, look no further than the median age of their roster, one of the youngest teams in the league.
The kick out to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Back to Towns. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets the 3-second call. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Joe. The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Right, so having a young team like the Thunder must have its advantages and disadvantages, huh, Doris?
Unequivocally, the upside your guys have brings energy, potential, and obviously their lack of experience can hurt when you take on more veteran teams. But the key for this organization is player development. Can you build habits? Can you build culture? And can you build a winner?
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, His first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that. Williams with the screen from deep. Giddey. Minnesota with the rebound. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. The kick out to Edwards. Conley up top. Here's Towns. McDaniels from long range. A shot to stop the drought. Towns with the ball. Williams defending. McDaniels from long range. Another miss by Minnesota.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Beyond the arc. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Towns. McDaniels from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Joe. Lets it go from the wing. Another shot. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Out to the wing. Back to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Thunder out in front, leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
An unusual skill set for his size. Holmgren can initiate offense from every level on the floor. I mean, his versatility is unbelievable.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Gilgeous-Alexander putting in the time to become a big-time threat with big-time range.
Pass to Towns. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. Lou Dort picks one up. You expect 7-footers to operate off ball, but Holmgren is just as good with the ball in his hands, Grant.
Yes, he is, B.A. I mean, we've seen him go coast to coast in the open floor, take his defender off the dribble and get to the rim. And if you sag off him, well, he can just rise up and fire. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They get the rebound. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Towns. Second chance effort. They shoot again. The Thunder pull it in.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City. A Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Brian. And there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch. And I think it's 100% appropriate.
The Thunder making a switch here.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Pass to Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Towns.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. 13 fouls.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. Shot clock at 6. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
And the basket by Towns.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's got 26. Here's Holmgren. And the layup falls. Holmgren's got his first points of the game.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Grant, it's amazing how Holmgren transforms your defense when he's on the floor.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he really makes up for a lack of strength with length and tremendous timing. He has the lateral footwork to defend 1 through 5 as well. And, of course, he can block shots from any spot on the floor.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the floor.
Here's Waters. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And 1:01 left in the third. He buries it from 3. 6 points for him.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
The kick out to Conley. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Thunder with a lead. .41 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Towns double team. Down low. Here's Reed. The kick out to Edwards. Towns down low. 11 points in the game.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Waters. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the Thunder call time here. timeout called by Oklahoma City. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Here's Towns. Shots blocked. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Here's Edwards. And so it's Oklahoma City. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've done well to disrupt.
The Timberwolves, 29.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Timeout called. The Thunder. The Thunder have really struggled the last couple of years.
Yeah, remember back when they had Durant, Harden, and Westbrook? Oh, quite a lineup. Not that they need three superstars again, but they need some sort of boost.
To hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He spoke about their approach going forward. He believes that this is a mental battle. He told his players how we think about each possession will determine the outcome. Let's stay locked in.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. There's a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder tack on two more. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Soft touch off the glass.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Alexander Walker. And he gets that one.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Count it. Good. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball.